Alright folks, Acid Roots here with the finale to Blackthorne. This is Blackthorne versus Sarlac, that's what he looks like over there, and yeah, so it's kinda, this boss may prove to be a menace, but ultimately he's not the toughest boss within a Super Nintendo game or video games. He has some cheap tricks, and he will melee attack you if he gets too close, but you just have to know a certain degree of abilities here. So yeah, when he does that blue lightning attack, you move away from him, and most of the time it will not hit you, so don't move toward him when he does it. And then when he shoots the fireball that goes across the screen, you just hide in the background, and you kind of want to be crouching a lot of the time. You're going to quickly see that crouching is the way to go, because it allows you to roll out of the way to dodge his melee attacks, and but you do have to get up quickly to dodge the rest of them, so you'll see the finesse as this episode goes on. And then of course you want to be at the corner. You don't want to be at the center of the room, because the beasts up in the left and right corners will attack you also, so you kind of want to be at either the left corner or the right corner, and just kind of pick one, whichever's easier. I picked the left corner, but it kind of takes some studying to kind of figure out the basis for how to do this fight. So don't pay attention to this beginning part as much as like the last 2 or 3 minutes of what I'm doing. So in that, I mean, I beat Sarlac at the 12-minute mark or so, a little bit over 12 minutes and such, so just refer back to that attempt and such. So but yeah, so we've got 10 minutes of death, so I'm just trying to figure out what else has been going on and crap. Just trying to get this done. This is a royal pain in the ass, but at least we beat the game, you know, essentially. But the ending is kinda, you'll see what happens when we get to the ending and shit. I mean, although it does have one, the thing about this game is just how brief it is. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I think that Blizzard just was really interested in giving you an experience that does not have like durability. So, but the game is such a pretty game. I mean, it's so fun to play, you know, the more I think about it. I mean, originally I would have given this game like a 7 or an 8, but it's now one of my favorite Super Nintendo games and such. And don't try to hide by the wall when he shoots the fireball, because the fireball's explosion will hurt you. Even if you're like a foot or so away from it, it'll still probably hurt you. So I get tricked by that several times. So you want to be away from the wall when you dodge that. I walked the wrong way, so you just have to get used to Sarlac's tricks. He does have a lot of health, but your weapon actually does a lot of damage to him. And sometimes the beast will actually hurt Sarlac. If he gets hit by those fireballs that they drop, you know, he'll take damage. So try to keep him in the middle. I'm not crouching, I need to be crouching. There's no way to move back at that point. At that time, see? You gotta move away. Ugh. It's worth it to kind of say, like, you know, if you could use the back shot move, which is pretty funny to kill him with that. If you want to be a badass, you could do that. So I at least tried it, you know. Such an ass goblin, I tell you. This is like the main thing. So I'm not crouching, that's what I need to be doing. Crouching tiger. So I really don't have as many jokes this time around. I'm just trying to think of what necessarily I want to do and shit, but it's been a rather relaxed kind of day. And it's the third one of these I've done today, so I don't want to mess it up and have to do this whole thing over. I'd like to get this knocked out and get on my way, get the next completed project, because apart from Super Return of the Jedi, I don't really have too many games that I've beaten on here that are like genuine completions. I mean, Aladdin I beat, but that's also on my blog channel, and then Super Tennis I kind of lost one. I mean, I didn't win at all, but I still beat the game, kinda. This is a fine addition to the catalog of Acid Roots, so look forward to more endings as such, you know. We're getting them to about half health. We just have to learn his tricks a little bit better and such. I think I really start getting pissed off in a little bit. I don't know when it is, but I start getting mad. I want to rage quit. It's probably when people rage quit on Xbox Live, but you get the idea. I would have liked for him to have, you know, slayed off Androthy or something, just to kind of get some brief help. The other dudes are just like, hey, that's your battle. I mean, it said in stage 1 of the final area that the Androthy were seen as servants. That's kind of the representation there. They become enslaved. I mean, they were enslaved the whole time, but it's kind of... I start getting pissed off because I'm trying to use the back attack. For some reason, the Y button wasn't working that well, and I haven't... I'm trying to use it like right there, but I didn't do too terrific that time around. But I was just getting pissed. I was like, damn it. I mean, really, it would be so much easier instead of having to turn around and shoot him, you know, just being able to shoot him both directions. That attack by those beasts always hits me. It's like the thing. I'm kind of starting to lose patience, but we'll get it. Just have another 3.5 minutes, so. Tried to avoid it, but he got hurt by his own attack. I'm not crouching, that's the thing. I guess I wasn't too aware that that's what I needed to do. This is kind of the thing. But yeah, my commentary is a little lackadaisical. I'm trying to come up with things kind of on the fly to talk about, but I don't know. Now I'm starting to do it. It's like hell. You see how much damage he takes when you do that? I didn't quite, yeah. You can't duck that attack, so you have to step into the foreground or the background to do it. I'm trying to even roll underneath it, there's just no way. You have to get up in time, so you have to be able to get up in time. You also have to be able to roll. The Sarlac is just as much of an annoyance as his melee attacks are. Or, I mean, his magic attacks are, you know. With all this loss, you'll start to see some victory pretty soon. I think, yeah. So in other news, I'm trying to think of what else has been going on. Yeah, I guess that kind of indicates that not much. I have to think about what I'm going to do with Super Metroid. That's going to be another bundle of joy, especially Kraden or Ridley and Mother Brain. I should have put a joke in this. I'm trying to think of what would have happened. Have like some villainous vibe for this sort of stuff. Androthy could have given me like a power up, you know. But yeah, I had fun doing this project. I mean, it was entertaining and tasteful. All the skits that I came up with, I mean, that was just back in June. June feels like so long ago now. Getting it. That's it, folks. Yep, we did it. Alright, so now all that's left is the credits, and gotta get that shit in motion. But you gotta understand, like I was saying before, I mean, this is very brief, not even any sort of allusion. They briefly allude to Blackthorne 2, you'll see it at the very end, but this is like, yeah, it's like, come on. That's what I talk about when saying that if there would have been some Earth missions, it would have been badass, but you'll see what happens. In the following years, Sarlac's remaining forces were destroyed. There were more of them. That's the thing, they didn't all just stop just because Sarlac died. Natural depiction. Kyle Blackthorne is king, and he has himself a nice little honey pie over there. And that's something. Yeah, it's just kind of... Yep. There's been no mention of Blackthorne whatsoever. Kyle Blackthorne just lived in peace and harmony, and that was it. Became a king. That's all that they really had for him. So it's just such a random game. I don't know what spawned this game, what caused like the purpose behind it, what they were trying to accomplish, and any of those questions. This was a random fucking game. They just worked on it, and then Blizzard went on to develop World of Warcraft. They made no more Super Nintendo games. They didn't even make PlayStation. I don't think they made PS1 games, but they didn't make Nintendo 64 games. So they basically turned to the PC. They might have done Diablo, I'm not sure. They definitely did World of Warcraft, and then they just never looked back. So, I do want to go to BlizzCon, damn it, that'd be fun. If we could get past coronavirus and all this other isolation crap. Uh-oh, an orc made it. Alright folks, that's it. That's the game. You know, have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. Do it.